Hey, I'm Mark. I've been here 16 years. Mike asked me to help him because he didn't want you to come a long way and it not be what he said. We know how that is. So basically, I'm kind of a whiner, so he picked me out to come, and now he wanted me to go through it and say, what would I complain to service about before you came to pick it up? Because normally I'll walk through them before they come, and I go, why wasn't this done or this done? So I guess I'm the biggest complainer. Okay, so anyway, come to the front. There's nothing up here that's wrong. There's nothing wrong that's not in all the new ones. Mike, get a shot of this. This is like where the tape goes over it. Do you see the wrinkle there? Right at that corner. It's in most of our new ones. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. I wouldn't say anything, but I wanted you to see it. The cabinets look good. There's no bad smells. That's the one thing I like about bunk models, is normally young people had them, and young people can't go that often because they're still working. So they're not beat up. The furniture isn't beaten down or worn down, or it doesn't smell. Coming back, all the glass looks good. Ceiling, there's no leaks. And the way I always check it is come over here. Open the doors and look at the seams. And if it ever leaked, you can see glue. You know, so there's no glue that's coming down where any of the seams are. Now, awning looks good on the outside. Take a look at the furniture. The furniture doesn't have that wear mark here, or where somebody's arm was here forever. So it obviously not a live-in where they spent so many days. They normally ask, what about the miles on a car? Generally it's days of use in an RV. So the RVs are good. All the cabinets are good. All the lights are good. All the fixtures. I don't see any, like, film this, Mike. Yeah. Normally right here, because this is a paper that goes over it, from the dishes coming in and out, it's really worn and bad. It just doesn't look like they really got the use out of it they should have. The sink is in good shape. I don't know if the TV, if they added that, you know, the flat screen, I don't know if it came with it or not. But as far as like if my family were to come down, what they would complain about, I'm not seeing really anything walking back. The carpet's in great shape. Now here, there's two spots here, right there and right there under the dinette. I don't know if this one will come out. This one looks like it will. That's probably the only thing. Like if I was complaining, this is one of the things I'd point out to service before the schooling, so we'll take a shot at that. Drawers look good. There's no contact paper gone. The refrigerator's got, if they did the raised panel oak, this is a couple $100 option over the cheap just black part that sits in there. This is an insert, so I always like that, because whenever they go a step fancier, they're normally the kind of people that took care of it because they had money for extra things. Look at the seal on the tub. It's a glass instead of plastic, and it's good all the way around. And see, this is cracked in some of them where they've been stored outside a lot, and that looks good. It smells great. I mean, there's nothing, and look up here. I mean, it looks actually the best in here of anything. It's not like a lot of water got down there. It just doesn't look like it was used much. Now, Mike, focus on that. That piece of paper shouldn't be there. It would have, if it had been used enough, it should have been gone. You know? So that's a good sign. This is the main bedroom. Oh, and we checked all these. Mike and I moved all these up and down. They all look good, and none of the strings are popped. That's normally a pain in the rear. The ducts in the floor, none of them are cracked. And look at this again. Typically when a TV's here or anything's been moved out, even on our new ones, it's been pulled over and it's kind of ripped. So really I can't, other than that spot underneath the dinette, and we may or may not be able to get that out. I mean, it is a used coach. I don't see any problems. Just go in the bathroom. Well, not cleaning that yet. But there's no problems. There's no smell. Hey, it's got a, look at that, Mike. It's got a really nice fan in there. They typically don't. They typically, like that fan costs about $250. The one with the blade that's only 4 inches cost about $50. We gotta turn that light out. So it's a nice fan. I guess for a unit you're going to share, that's a nice thing. Here's the pocket door. Comes out. Come here, there's a little stain on this. Right here. There's nothing we can do about that. Let's see if we can flip it over. Nah. I do love these things. They go down easier than every other one. See if I can remember how to work it. And that's it. You put these over for a bed. A lot of ours, you've got to yank from the wall every time. And when you do, there's normally a lot of holes up here. They got a patent on that. That's one of the things I like about Jayco. Because I've got kids and we always use the dinette. The lights are good. Yeah, let's go outside. Now they added this. You know, it's just a candle. There was a black part on here that was kind of torn, so we tore it off because it looked bad. But that's the thing there. What's that? I don't know if this will come off or not. Yeah, that will come off. The tires look great. They still got these little things on them.
The customer actually just replaced them before they bought the Fusion in the last couple months.
Okay, yeah, well, this is what I always look for, to see if they've got these things. Looks like you're set up for a grill outside. This is stubbed out, and one can hang here. Did we get it? Did it come with it?
I'm not sure if they had one. It's the RVQ they call it though.
Yeah, well, it's a couple $100 labor to have that. You can get a standalone one here, but that way you can cook without trying to light anything. It comes off your propane. And this is your automatic awning. It looks good. The ends, they look like they've yellowed a little. I'm sure they started out white. That's pretty normal. The sidewall looks good. There's no delam. Like if I come down here and I'm pushing, there's nowhere where it's puffed out. Because that's what you get a lot on used coaches. Here, come right here. Yeah, look, Mike, look at the spare. It's still got all the...
Yep, it's got the tag on it.
Yeah, you've got a ladder to get up to the top. Your end caps are still here. A lot of times they've started missing those. It just looks like they never really got to use it. That's locked. Yeah, right here. We'll fix this though. It's just a latch where this comes up. Yeah. Actually, here's the only thing that really looks bad. It's this label is cracked. Kind of looks white trashy. I think it was just the label. Everything else wore good. Show them the weights on the tires. That's normally you can tell if they got a new one. They never come weighted from factories, so if you see weights on them, it's a good sign. Somebody's probably just put them on. And this has the black tank flush. I know this is not like to show you how it works, but it goes in there and there's a pressure washer that sprays the tank out every time. It's infinitely better than just hoping gravity gets it out or putting the water in the top. There's no cracks on any of the windshields. Or the windows, I mean. There's no separation on top on the roof. At no point. You got electric jacks instead of fibers. The seals look really good. They're not brittle. I mean, I would have no problem with you coming down. Oh, here. Now this is great. We love these because when they don't do the caps on them that overlay, and they just have the fiberglass front, there's a ton of delam. Michael can take this camera around and show you 10 we've got now. Because this is a lot more expensive. Now there is a boo-boo right here. Take a look at that under. We're not fixing it. That's what you get for the discount. Yeah, it's perfect over here.
Storage compartment up front.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong. The steps look good. It's nice. It's actually really nice. Here. Look, it's covered, Mike.
Sealed underbelly?
Yeah, the whole underbelly's sealed. There's no wiring hanging down. No, it's worth the trip, definitely. Show them the overnight spaces.
Yeah.
Nothing's really yours till you leave with it. So most places kick you out in 10 minutes. This is our park, and all these people are going to hook up and stay, and we've got full hookups like an RV park. If you want to stay 3 days, stay 3 days. All our stuff actually works. And a mechanic will go through it with you and show you how to use it. It's nice. You know you're not getting rushed. Here's a key. It works, and it'll stay working. I can't think. I'd like to show him, because when you look at normally bunk beds, bunk beds are normally cheaper models, and cheaper models won't have the cap in the front. I'd like to show him that there's actually it's a Terry that I just took in that has that bubble cap. Or look at all the trailers. Like, see that Jayco? That Jayco doesn't have the right cap. That just has the glued front. Yeah. But every motorhome, every fifth wheel over 50 grand will have that front cap.
It's the gel coat, the upgraded gel coat front.
No, gel coat. They can have a gel coat side, but this cap is molded and put on. It's a lot more expensive. Well, all of our fifth wheels, every one has it, and none of our trailers does. And they're all eventually going to, it's like gluing a piece of paper on a round rock, it's going to pull away. So it's nice. There's no, it just doesn't look like they got a lot of use out of it. And so I hope that helped, and call us if you got any questions.
Thank you.
Hey, let's show them that one real quick. I want to show them that. This is what we were talking about. When it's not a cap and they're trying to glue it on a curb, it just won't stay. And so I don't know if you can see all the laminations here. So basically this is another one that we're dropping and going to try to fix. We've probably done, here, look at this. This hasn't been taken off yet. This isn't us. That's separated by itself. But basically we've probably done 100 or so since I've been here. But if they don't have the cap, they always do that. Hey, we were driving back by, and from a long way away, between where that light is and the dark decal, from way back, you can't see it now. You got to move back, Mike. But it looks like it's like a tree brush. It would probably buff out. You can't really. Now you only see it. When we were really far away, you could see it a little, but you can't really see it as you go up on it. But anyway, I guarantee it would buff out. Can't even see it now.